The world through Raseel Gujral Ansal's lens. So the house is none other than Raseel Gujral Ansal's house. None of your art feels serious.
No. So
Raseel.
see, firstly, I don't like the pressing art.
Yeah.
How to draw a straight line. I was taught by my father.
I say hello, sunshine. Can you feel it so fine? Everybody reaching for the sky.
Well, the door behind me is no normal door. But then, this is no normal house. And let's walk right in. Hello, Raseel. How are you?
Hello, Shreya. Lovely to have
Lovely
you
to
here.
see you. So the house is none other than Raseel Gujral Ansal's house.
Well, that's a very long introduction.
I know, and that's the befitting of the house.
Double
right?
barrel name.
Come on, please sit here.
So,
So can we learn a little bit through osmosis today?
where should we begin?
Let's
You
start.
ask the questions.
You show us the way.
I will try.
Yeah, it's very eclectic.
Yeah, so all of our lives are very, it's so layered.
Yeah.
You collect,
Complex.
you love different things at different times. So it should be less thinking as to how you put it together. Like somebody asked me the other day, oh, you must have painted the walls olive because of this artwork. I said, no, actually the walls were painted olive 10 years ago. The artwork was just installed.
The artwork came after the walls, yeah.
My father gifted me these artworks in 2013 and they were in my studio and I was doing a project and the client came over and said, I want these artworks. I said, I'm sorry, they're not for sale. So he says, I want to meet your father and I want to commission 2 artworks.
So you're usually sitting here, right?
I'm here because I like that whole being in control. We're going to watch you draw a straight line.
Done. Okay. So I start with a straight line.
Yes. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Okay.
Originally in the old days, when I was taught how to draw a straight line, I was taught by my father and he'd give me a newspaper and he'd say draw between the words.
It is, as they say, like the alphabet of
Yes.
art. What are these for? What are you
These?
magnifying?
Once you cross 40,
Things look more magnified than
once you
normal.
cross 40, you don't always have your specs around.
Yeah.
So you can always use a magnifying glass.
Yeah. No, but you're actually using this to look at the people who you're making.
No, it's
Sit
for
in front
example,
of
if
you.
I have to see something and I haven't got my glasses here right now, right? So to be able to see it properly.
That is so much fun. I'm going to try to see
Please
you
do.
through this lens.
Yeah, please try and look at the world through this lens. Try and read what's written on
The
the
lens-
pencil. The pencil.
The world through Raseel Gujral Ansal's lens. Raseel, you would have to say this is not for sale so many times. People would want to get so much of what you have here.
Yeah, that's because, I think the best artwork is always in a personal collection.
Yeah, it's like a, it's like a museum.
Yeah, it ends up feeling that
Yeah.
way because I think I'm very fortunate to have
Yeah.
so much of his lovely work.
Yeah, but
And
which is
over-
your favorite?
Well, my favorite, I would say, is his self-portrait.
Let's go there.
Yeah. It's his centenary year this year. He just turned 100 on the 25th of December. And along with the government of India, we are releasing this as a stamp very
Somehow
soon.
it already looks like a stamp.
That's
you
it.
know?
So in fact, when they saw it, they said, it doesn't need any designing because it's
a
already
pre-made stamp.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
None of your art feels
No,
serious.
no. So
Raseel.
see,
It
firstly,
can
I
have
don't
depth.
like the pressing art.
Yeah.
So I don't get it.
And I love the color. There's so much color to it.
There's the color, there is movement,
Yeah.
there is attitude.
Attitude, edge,
Yeah.
effervescence.
Yeah.
Raseel, are you spiritual or more religious, you'd say?
No, I'm not religious at
Yeah.
all, but I'm completely spiritual and in an active way. It's a
I
very
think
active
art
part
and
of my life.
spirituality are also two sides of the same coin.
Of course.
If you think about it.
And it depends on whether you're willing to acknowledge it or
Yeah.
not, you know. For example, my father was an atheist.
Yeah. Oh.
So as a result, there was no form of religious practice in our house apart from a Diwali puja, which also was just one aarti.
Do you believe in like tarot or astrology?
I believe in everything.
Yeah.
I believe in everything, but I don't believe in everyone who practices it. But I'm not a blind follower. And I also know a fair bit, so I know where the gaps lie.
Are you a believer in destiny? Do you feel that,
Yeah.
or you think that you can change your destiny?
But isn't the whole concept of destiny that there are multiple forks in the road? So there is one clear path, but then there are many divergent.
But then, do you choose the path, or the path chooses you?
I think it's a very symbiotic relationship, right? So depending on where you are, it determines the choices you make. And some of them could be tangential, but then that determines the next choice.
You don't have pet, right?
I have 5 dogs
Okay.
and I have 1 Persian cat.
One beautiful house, Raseel Gujral Ansal, and now we have to go ahead, find huskies, a Persian cat, and of course the husband. Let's go.
And maybe you'll find a Pekingese on the way as well.
Amazing.
I say hello, sunshine. Can you feel it so fine? Everybody getting up to groove and shine so hot, but I'm feeling kinda cool.
I feel you are the only distraction here in the house when she's working. You
I
would be
am
the
the
one who
one.
would be like
He's the
knocking.
distraction at work, he's the distraction at
You see,
home,
I-
but he's a very required distraction because otherwise I would be
They would
like...
never have fun. If I wasn't around, these guys would never have fun.
Yeah.
Because they're the only time she can scold me is when I walk into her studio and disturb her.
Yeah.
And then
He doesn't need to walk in. The sound is enough.
You can hear him coming. How did you guys meet? What was your love story like?
Actually, our love story
Should I-
began
should I-
before we
should
met.
Should I
First,
say
your
this?
take here.
Thankfully, you asked me what's my love story. How did we meet? Not my love story before that. But we met in a very, let's say, very unmeeting kind of place because I'd gone to a party, she'd gone to a party, and I'd gone with another friend of mine. She was with her parents, and I was very bored at that party, and I decided to leave. But this friend of mine said, no, I want to meet her father, Satish Gujral. So I said, okay, go and meet him. She started talking to her father, and I also stood around, and then I said hello to everybody. And that's the time we met at that party where
By everybody, he means me. I thought he's too good looking for his own good. Yeah. I
She
said, he's
didn't
not
seem
my
to
type.
be-
He's
she
not
didn't-
my type. He's
she
like, look
didn't-
at that playboy type.
No, but she didn't seem interested in money, and I also thought she was too serious for me. I was 34 years old.
I was 27.
So many years later, the perceptions are still the same.
No, he's not. This
You don't find him good looking now.
No, no.
I'm
When
not a playboy anymore.
No, meaning that once I started talking to him, I realized he's a man of great depth. So those were 2 great starting points. Of
Yeah.
course, the looks helped.
And I think now we need to start taking holidays more often so that the work.
Sounds like punishment.
Sometimes you could be lucky. And I think we were lucky
Yeah.
that we were very dissimilar in a way. She was a very serious girl and I was the most unserious guy. So that is very dissimilar. But that's how it started. It started 33 years ago by my being no idea what I'm doing. But I started to kind of understand from her, through my association with her parents, everything to do with fine living.
It's been quite a journey for both of you. And I think now we should make a journey to your part of the
My
house.
part.
Yeah.
You're
let's-
part of the jungle.
Yeah, your part of the journey.
Certainly.
Let's move.
Let's move.
Yeah. quick rapid fire on the business of art. So I'll ask one question to both of you and let's see how aligned you guys are on art. So, okay.
You getting these?
I love these.
You getting these? No, yeah.
A design rule you break often.
All.
Never, always tamper with success.
All rules.
All rules
Break them.
broken. Comfort or provocation?
Neither.
Say in between.
I would say no. I said discomfort is also okay.
So on the same page.
Yeah.
Beauty or utility?
Beauty.
Always.
Or both?
No.
No,
Beauty
but
comes-
listen.
Nobody's saying
you
one
can
at the-
utilize beauty. Why not do that?
Yeah, now that's the best way. Okay, sketching or screen?
Screen.
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 So that's where
For
you are
refinement.
high-tech.
Yeah.
For refinement.
Yeah.
I really don't have an answer to that one.
Because you don't
Neither
I
sketches
don't
nor
sketch.
screens.
Yeah, for him, it's the morning room.
Yeah, for me it's the
This
morning.
question.
No, for him
Morning
it's
room.
giving orders.
And that's the end of our rapid fire and our house tour.
Lovely.
Thank you for
Lovely.
being
Thank you so
such
much
delightful
for being
host.
such a
Thank you.
great team.
And Raseel, thank you.
All of you,
Thank you.
thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank
More.